Coach, I know this is tough for you guys in your ball club here tonight to battle back the way you did in that seventh inning and force extra innings. Can you talk a little bit about what happened there at the end that the player got thrown out down at third?
Well, when you're trying to teach kids to play aggressively and look for opportunities, he thought he saw an opportunity, and just one of those things. He wasn't quite as available as he thought it was going to be. So, his contention is he wasn't tagged. My contention is at that particular point, risk versus reward. Sometimes the risk, outweighs that reward, and it was one of those situations where I can't fault him for trying to give an effort. That's what we're trying to teach, is to have an effort and to look for those opportunities, and we'll have to get better at it. And he's got a couple more years to do that.
Coach, you did battle back there in the seventh, though it looked like a ball game that might be in their pocket right there, and Austin ends up stealing home, and they weren't paying attention with what was going on. Just talk a little bit about what happened there.
Well, I think he might be one of the most heads-up baseball players I've ever had the opportunity of coaching or being around in the dugout with or anything else. And, he saw that they were excited, elated, and having a great old time because they were one out away from winning a ball game. And while they were perhaps maybe celebrating a little prematurely, he took advantage of an opportunity and was able to score. Like I said, it worked for us there, didn't work for us in, the 10th or what have you when Julian tried it. But sure as heck, I can't fault these kids for trying. We're young kids and we're trying to learn how to play the game the right way. And just so happened we were a little bit short today. But, my hat's off to Pendleton Heights. They played really well and battled back every chance they had.
Coach, you said something to me about midway through the season, trying to get your players to learn to play the game the way it should be played. And I think that toward here at the end, they were. I mean, this was a team that I thought was just completely different from what I saw earlier in the year.
Yeah, well, we still have those moments where you don't believe it, and where you sit there and you think maybe I can't do this or I can't do that, and you worry about the execution portion. We had a couple of individuals that maybe are hearing some things in the crowd, and perhaps maybe that takes their mind off of what their real execution is. And we've got to be able to learn to put blinders on or earmuffs and stop listening to things that don't make a lick of sense. But whenever we get all 25 guys or 30 guys or 40 guys in the program to sit there and figure out that we're trying to play for the R on the front and not the name on the back, then in that due time we'll be ready to win.
But still not a bad way to start out your first year. 23 wins, you get to a sectional championship. You certainly have a whole lot of things to build on, though, don't you?
Yeah, I'm real pleased. I mean, obviously it hurts, because of the 7 seniors that we have. Today's going to be the last day that they put on the uniform, and we're disappointed because we wanted them to win and have that opportunity. But it just wasn't meant to be for today. And the whole tournament thus far has been filled with a lot of games where the team that was supposed to win, or quote unquote was better on paper, didn't win. So today might have been one of those.